Right, we have Andy Flower, the coach of Multan Sultans, with us, the man who needs no introduction. Andy, we are back here for the completion of the HBLPSL6. How is the feeling in the camp?
Well, I tell you, the first feeling that I feel is I'm grateful of the opportunity of being here again. It's great that the PSL and the PSL organisers and the PCB have jumped around and got this show on the road. So congratulations to them. It's great for all the teams to be here again. We all want to finish this competition and contribute to another successful PSL. So the feeling in our camp is one of starting again. You know, we had a tough first half where we lost some really close games. We got some really good scores on the board and they were chased down. In the main, chasing sides won pretty much all of the games in that first half of the PSL. So it's great for us to have a fresh start in a different environment. It gives us an opportunity of turning our ship around, and that's how we're looking at this.
Brilliant. You've some new faces in the house: Johnson Charles, Shemron Hetmai, Mohammed Wasim, and the list goes on. What does that do for you as far as the selection is concerned?
Yeah, so you know, it's exciting to have that sort of power on tap for us, available to us. Most of the time, you've got really top-class players to choose from in the franchise leagues, and certainly, you know, you reel off that list of names, along with Gurbaz, Imran Tahir, and we've also got Muzarabani in to take the place of Obed McCoy. So a Zimbabwean in for a West Indian fast bowler. So some really good overseas options, but also some good competition for places from the Pakistanis in our squad. So selection is always a little bit tricky. Everyone is desperate to play in the PSL. They're very proud of the PSL. They want to also further their own personal games and careers, which is completely understandable. And they also want to perform well for the Multan Sultans franchise, as we all do. So it's good competition for places, which is always a healthy thing. We've got good options available to us. One of the tricky things from a decision-making point of view is getting, if we do play two overseas bowlers, so Imran Tahir and in the first case Muzarabani, then only two of those overseas batsmen can play. Hetmaier is only here for 2 games, unfortunately, so with the PSL schedule being pushed back, it means he can only play 2 games, unfortunately, but that means that some of these other guys are going to get a go. But I'm pretty sure that Gurbaz is going to be in there. He's a very exciting young Afghanistan player, full of aggression. Can play 360 degrees. I think the Multan fans are going to love watching him play. We've got Rizwan at the top of his game as a batter and as a motivated captain. There's no doubt about that. So I'm looking forward to those sorts of selection discussions with Rizwan.
You talked about the captain of Multan Sultans, Mohammed Rizwan. He likes to lead from the front and works hard to set high standards. How important is that for the rest of the team? So it's vitally important. Rizwan's leadership is going to be very important for us. We had a change of captaincy this season. Shan Masood did an excellent job last year, but Rizwan, who is an up-and-coming, obviously international star, whose 2020 game has really taken off since just before the PSL started, is certainly leading from the front as a player. You know, his international stats since that time have been astounding, but not only his stats, it's the manner in which he's played, very attacking, judging risk and reward well, which means he can elongate his innings into long innings, and he was very much a part of those excellent scores we got in the first half of the PSL. We just weren't good enough on the bowling front to defend them. So we're looking for that sort of leadership out in the middle from him as a player, and then for him to use his international experience as a cricketer and with a cricketing brain to make good tactical decisions for us when he's in the middle. Very important to lead from the front, and very important for our squad to follow him. I've got no doubt that that's going to happen.
How eagerly are Sultans looking to fight their way back into the top 4 of the HBLPSL6?
We are desperate to do well. It was a tough first half. Even though we didn't get the results points-wise, we played some really good cricket. But it was tough in Karachi. It was tough to defend, and I think we only won 1 toss. And this makes a difference. So, as I said earlier, this is a fresh start for us. It's the second half of the PSL. And we are looking at using that fresh start to come in strong against Karachi. Obviously they are a good side, they've had some really good results recently, and we respect them for that. But we intend to take that first game and give us some real confidence going into that last run at playoff time.
Any message for the fans of Multan Sultans?
Yes. What I would say to the fans of the Multan Sultans is that was a very special little period that we enjoyed last year when we came to Multan, and you guys filled the stadiums, and we played some outstanding cricket then. I think you guys really appreciated it. It looked to me, it felt to me as if the city and the area were extremely fired up and passionate about not only the game of cricket but supporting Multan. You know, our owners put a lot into this franchise, and I'm not only talking about financially, I'm talking about commitment and heart and love, and I can see all of those things coming through. I saw all of those things coming through in a wonderful experience when we were in Multan last year. So we look forward to getting back to Multan to play at home. It's not going to happen in this year's PSL for obvious reasons, but the last thing I do want to say to the Multan fans is we will be fighting hard to get into those playoffs. I know we've got to come from a long way behind because of the points situation, but we'll be working as hard and as smart as we can to get there. All right, and thank you for your support.
Thank you so much.